Into this video, I'm going to be showing us how to 100% complete Blox routes. This will be the second part of the series, and we are now on level 2. Now it's actually time to move on to second C. If you haven't watched the first part yet, I recommend watching it first, so you're caught up to this. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. First thing first, I recommend actually starting to trade, because you want to start getting basically all the game passes in the game. So you can actually have some game passes you can hopefully get to help out in level 3. This will take around 5,000 hours. That's what I'm on. Like anyways, the main game passes you want to mainly try to get is 2 times mastery, so it can actually help you out a lot. It's gonna actually take you a long time to get your first game pass, but like we're not gonna worry about that part. And also in second C, they will now start introducing a new currency called fragments. From now on, the game will be asking you to get a lot of fragments. If you don't know where is raid is, it's all the way in HHAC on the cold side, right over here inside this factory. How to get inside the places, you have to go to this pad and then type in the code, which is red, blue, green, and then blue. And now you have to go all up here to actually start doing raids. But yeah, level 2 will ask you to get around 21,500 frags in total to actually beat level 2, which is a lot, but like we're not gonna be talking about that part. And second C also introduce race v3, which is the enhanced version of your race basically. But first, before you even do race v3, you'll first need to do v2 trial, which is not even that hard. All you gotta do is go to green zone and then talk to the alchemist behind this grass looking thing. He'll be asking you to get 3 different flowers, which is red, blue, and yellow. And since it's already nighttime, let's start with the blue flower. The blue flower only spawns at nighttime, so you have like 14 minutes to actually find a flower before it disappeared. And currently there's 4 spawn locations in the game, and the first spawn location is right over here on top of one of these graves. If it's not here, it's fine. The next spawn location is right over here behind this tree or next to the tree, and then the third one is on this remote rock, and there will be an opening to this mountain, and then you can go up here, and the blue flower will be spawned right over here or on the other side. Since the blue flower is already here, let me just go to the final location now, which is in Usopp Island, and it will spawn around these trees. And now after this is the yellow flower, and the easiest way to get the yellow flower is just defeating NPCs. That's the only requirement. It will be a 1 out of 20% drop chance, and make sure not to die with these flowers. If you do, you'll have to redo everything. Like yeah, the third and final flower will be the red flower. It has 5 spawn locations, I believe, and one of the spawn locations right over here. And then after that, it's up here in the mansion next to these grasses right over here. And then after that, it will be on this mountain exactly in the middle, which is not here also. Why is it not here? And then the final 2 locations, it's in green zone, which will be right over here next to this grass. And the final location is on the right side of this rock around over here. And then after you finish this quest, you can now go back and talk to the alchemist, and he will ask you for 500k. And each race you switch into, you will have to do the v2 trial, so good luck spending 500k on each race. Like you know, is how to get v3 is to first do the quest, which is to defeat Swan on the mansion. To even fight Swan, you have to give Trevor a 1 million value fruit or higher just to fight the boss. But like after you give him the fruit, you cannot go in here and fight Swan. He'll have 2 different lives, and he's only hard, mainly awakening form, but like you got this. And you can also get his accessory, which is 1 out of 100, which is called Swan Glasses. And now the v3 trial is to go over here in the secret passage to talk to Arrow, which is right over here. And then you can now go in here and talk to Arrow. Counting on the race you have, he'll be giving you different requirements or different quests. First, we'll start off with the human race, the most common race, and the quest for that is to defeat Diamond, Jeremy, and Fujitoro. Diamond spawns right over here, Jeremy spawns all the way on top of this mountain, and Fujitoro is the green zone boss. And then after you defeat him, you can now go back and talk to Arrow to get the v3 ability. And then after that, the next race is Rabbit, and the quest for that is to collect 30 chests, which is very simple. And now the next race is Shark, and the quest for that is to defeat a sea beast. How to summon a sea beast, you just gotta go around in the sea and then hopefully be lucky enough to find a sea beast. You just have to defeat 1 sea beast, which should not be that hard. He has like 150,000 HP, I believe, which is not that bad. And then after that is the angel race, and the quest for that is to defeat a person that's the same race as you, which is a little hard, but like you guys got this. And the next 2 exclusive race are Ghoul and Cyborg. For the Ghoul quest, you will have to defeat 5 players. It does not matter what level they are, you just gotta defeat them. And the next race is Cyborg, and all you gotta do is just give Arrow a good fruit, a 1 million value fruit or higher. I believe it can be any fruit, but like just to make sure, he will not take your fruit. And by the way, it will cost $2 million per race, so yeah, good luck with that. It will be very expensive in second C. And the best race I say is Sharkman, excluding v4, because like that's a little bit later. Basically what Shark race does is when you use the ability, you'll take 90% less damage, and you can also swim swim around in the sea without taking any damage if you are a Bloxfruit user. And now the next thing you should do, or it's not really required, is to upgrade all your swords or most of the swords you want to use. I have created a whole list on what you need to actually upgrade all the swords in straight up Bloxfruit. Here is the list. Basically, to upgrade all the swords in Bloxfruit, you'll need all these requirements. It will take a lot. You don't really need to actually upgrade all the swords. I recommend just upgrading the swords you will actually use. For example, CDK is a very good grinding sword. Box Slam is a very good grinding sword also. And I recommend actually upgrading all your mythical swords because, like, why not? It's a mythical sword and it will be doing a lot of damage. And this will also be the requirement to upgrade all your guns. Just right of here is pretty small. It will take you around like probably 30 minutes on getting all these requirements, which is not even that hard. And also, if you do want to do this right over here, this will be the requirement on upgrading all your swords and guns. And by the way, the maximum material you can hold is 99. So yeah, good luck with that. You don't really need to do that. It's just a flexing reason, not really. But like, yeah, the next thing is now getting all the fighting styles in second C. And all these fighting styles, or most of these fighting styles, will be costing a lot of fragments. It will be costing a total of 11,500 and also 8 million belly. The cheapest fighting style is right over here. It is called Dragon Claw. Where is it? Right over here. And you'll need to spend 1,500 fragments just to get it. And you want to make sure you can get 400 mastery on each of the new fighting styles for God, Human, and level 3. But like, we're not at that part right now. And the best way on getting mastery is going to Christmas Island in the Sea of Trees right over here. You want to make sure you have Buddha fruit since it is the best grinding fruit in Bloxfruits. And all you want to do is do the Buddha glitch by clicking Z and switching out in the last second, and you'll have big boy fist. All you gotta do is cycle between these 4 NPCs or these 4 spawns, which is the candy pirates and the snow demons, and it will take you around 20 to 30 minutes counting on how fast you do it, which won't take that long at all. But like, anyways, let's now go back to second C. But like, yeah, once you get 400 mastering on Dragmath, Electro, Dark Step, and Water Kung Fu, you can now get Superhuman. To get Superhuman, you have to go to the Winter Mountain right over there, and then go right over here, and there should be a little tunnel to go to the Superhuman teacher. And to get Superhuman, it will cost $3 million. And you'll also need to get straight up 400 mastery for this fighting style also. So yeah, good luck with that. Like, anyways, the next fighting style is Death Step. To get Death Step, you have to go to Winter Castle. To even lock it, you have to defeat the Ice Admiral that spawns right over here. And he has a 1 out of 20% chance of dropping a library key. He can also drop a hidden key, which is to get Rengoku. All you gotta do is go inside this secret tunnel and then open up the chest. Once you get the library key, you can now open up this door by just holding it, and then you can now talk to, I'm not gonna try to say that name, but like, to even get Death Step, you have to get 2 different requirements, which is to have $2.5 million and also 5,000 fragments. A lot of fragments, but like, yeah, you need to get 400 mastery on this fighting style too. And then now the final fighting style of second C is Fishman Karate. To get it, you have to go to Skull Island, and then what you gotta do is to fight the Tidekeeper, and he does not drop his key, the water key, if you don't have at least 300 mastery on Water Kung Fu. So yeah, good luck with that. It's also be a 1 out of 20% drop chance of getting the water key, and all you gotta do is go over here and talk to the Shark Keeper. It will have the same requirement as Death Step, which is 5,000 fragments and $2.5 million. And in total, you'll be using $8 million on fighting styles. And make sure to get 400 mastery on all these fighting styles because you'll need it for level 3. But like, anyways, the next thing we're gonna be talking about is the boats. The 2 special boats you can get. The first boat is the Lantern. To get this boat, all you gotta do is to defeat Swan, which will not be that hard. And this is the best thing about this lantern is moves around. But like, anyways, the next boat is the Guardian. And to get this boat, all you gotta do is go to factory right over there. And on the side, you'll see an NPC. Where is he? Right over there. And you can talk to the Cyborg Boy, which is the Thousand Sunny, which costs 1,500 fragments. But like, yeah, you don't really need to cop these boats because it's pretty useless. But like, it will be pretty useful later on. The next thing we're gonna be talking about are the swords. The 12 new swords you can get in C2. The first sword is a longsword, and all you gotta do is to defeat Diamond under this big tree. You'll have a 1 in 20% chance of dropping the sword. And the sword is longsword, which is right over here. And this sword is not that good, but like, a collectible, still a collectible. And now the next sword is the Gravity Cane. To get it, you gotta defeat the Fujitora boss. You'll spawn right over here in Green Zone. It will also be a 1 out of 20% drop chance of getting his sword. And he'll also drop a item called Meteorite that will help the sword get upgraded. But like, anyways, the next sword is Jetty. To get the sword, you have to fight the Smoke Admiral boss in HHAC on the hot side. You'll spawn right over here, and all these swords are a 1 in 20% chance. The next sword is Coco. To get Coco, you gotta go to HHAC and then do his raid, which will be very expensive. To get his raid chip, you have to go behind this smoker spawn and then go go up here and talk to this man. It will cost 1,000 fragments just to fight Lawboy, and he can spawn 2 different things. The first thing he can give you is his hat, the zebra cap, which is pretty mid. It will be a guaranteed chance, and to get the sword it's a 1 out of 20% chance. And then after you get the chip, you have to go all the way up there. After that, you have to go inside over here, and then you can now fight straight up Law. And he will be very annoying, so watch out. He'll probably be doing a lot of damage too. Like, all you gotta do is just click him and that's it. I mean, he is a level 1000 boss, I believe, so he's pretty easy for me. If you do not have any race C4, it will be very cancerous. Like, I'm currently getting cooked. Bro, this man needs to stop spamming. And oh my god, I completely forgot how annoying this man was. I do not have got him. I am cooked. And right over here, please. And just kill you, bro. I'm about to die also. Oh my god. Bro, chillax. And yo, finally, that boss is very annoying. I recommend just joining people. But like, yeah, let's go on to the next sword. After that is Midnight Blade. To get Midnight Blade, you have to go to the cursed ship. And to get Midnight Blade, all you gotta do is go over here and go to this room right over here. And to buy the sword, it will cost 100 ectoplasm. To get ectoplasm, all you gotta do is defeat these NPCs, and you have a chance of getting ectoplasm like this right over there. It will only drop 1 as is max, so yeah, all you gotta do is to get lucky. And I believe it's a 1 out of 10% chance of getting an ectoplasm per NPC. And the next sword is Rengoku. To get Rengoku, you have to go to Winter Castle and then defeat the boss or the NPC to have a chance of getting a hidden key. The boss will be a 1 in 20 and the NPCs will be in 1 in 100. All you gotta do is go inside this secret hallway-ish and open up this chest right over here that I already collected. But like, yeah. And the next sword is Pull V2. The only way to get Pull V2 is going to raid and completing the Rumble raid. After you complete the Rumble raid, it will teleport to a secret place or a special place to talk to Enel to get Pull V2. It will cost 5,000 fragments just to get it, which is very expensive for some reason, but yeah. The next 3 swords are 3 special swords. The only way of getting this sword is talking to manager, and every 6 to 8 hours he will spawn. And by the way, once he spawns, there will be in total of 6 spawn locations that you will have to go to find him. The first spawn location is right over here behind this rock. You'll be exactly right over here, and then after that the next spawn location is in Coliseum, and from what I remember, he is right over here on this part, exactly over here, I believe. And the next location is up in the stem, which he spawns in one of the leaves, I believe is this one right over here. And now the next location is in Graveyard, which he will spawn exactly over here, right over here, I believe. And then after that, the final location is in HHAC, which he spawns right over here, or it is up here. It's one of these locations. It will cost $2 million to get the 3 swords, which is Wando, Ichimonji, Shishui, and Sadi. And now the final sword, which is True Triple Katana, one of the 5 mythical sword of Blox Fruit. And to get True Triple Katana, you have to get 300 mastery on these 3 swords. And to get the sword, all you gotta do is go to the highest peak of the stem right over here, and the NPC will be right up here. It will cost $2 million to get True Triple Katana. In total, it will be $8 million to get all the 4 swords. But like, yeah, that's 12 out of 12 swords complete. And now finally, the last thing is accessories, which will be very annoying. It will probably be harder than everything else combined because of 1 item in the game. Let's go from the easiest to the hardest, which will be the black spiky cape, or the coat, I mean. All you gotta do is defeat Jeremy and that's it. It will be 1 out of 20 like everything else. After that, it will be the blue spiky coat and the red spiky coat. To get that, you have to go to cursed ship, and every full moon or every night there's a chance of cursed pirate spawning, and you'll have a 1 out of 20% chance of getting the item. It will either be blue spiky cape, red spiky cape, or the hell flame torch. The hell flame torch will allow you to get gold race. All you gotta do is just talk to this man down here and you can switch. And while we're here, you can also get the gold mask, which is right over here. It will cost 40 electoplasm, I believe. All you gotta do is talk to this man and you can cop it. After that, it's a warrior helmet, which you should have. If you don't, all you gotta do is do Barito's quest right over here. The first quest will be defeating 50 swan pirates. After that, the next quest will be defeating Jeremy. Finally, you have to free the gladiators. But before you go there, you have to take a picture of this code or remember this code, and then go to Coliseum. Exactly down here, there'll be symbols, and all you gotta do is just press on those symbols, and after you do the code, you'll get the warrior helmet. The next accessory is a zebra cape. All you gotta do is just defeat Law, and it will be 100% chance of getting the zebra cape after you defeat Law. After that, it will be the swan glasses, which you gotta give Trevor a 1 million value fruit or above, and he can get these glasses. It will be 1 in 100 drop rate, so it's a 1% chance. And let's see if I can get it my first try. And we did not get it, it's fine. And now the next 3 accessories is purely from sea beast hunting. All you gotta do is just go into the sea and find a sea beast. You just gotta find it. Make sure you don't have any aura or hockey and observation out, because I believe there's a chance of not letting a sea beast spawn if you do have it on. And once you defeat a sea beast, babies, you can get 3 different items. You can get the top hat, this accessory which is pretty mid, or the choppa hat, which is this. I believe it's a 1 in 10% chance of getting these accessories. And the final thing you can get is the Fist of Darkness. It will be a 1 in 20% chance of getting the Fist of Darkness. And if you do get it, you cannot fight Blackbeard. All you gotta do is go to Dark Arena right over here and go to this pedestal and spawn Blackbeard. He'll have 1 million HP, I believe, and it will be a 1 in 100 or 1 in 20% chance of getting that item. It will probably be the first mythical accessory you will get. It is also pretty mid, but like that's not the point. You get a mythical accessory. But like yeah, I basically have covered everything in second C, and you'll now complete level 2 also. And if you do enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.